Welcome to Travel Tuesday with Teresa, the ultimate source of wanderlust inspiration. Join the journey led by your host, Teresa Belcher.
Welcome back. My guest today is Haryanti Jones from Visit Qatar. Welcome to the show, Haryanti.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. It's a wonderful day and it's fantastic to join your podcast, Teresa.
Thank you. So I've been wanting to do this because I'll give you some backstory. I have a lot of clients who fly Qatar Airlines to go to Thailand or Africa or wherever around the world, and they have to change planes in Doha, Qatar. And they're always asking me, hey, I'd like to go to another city. We're going to Thailand. Perhaps we can stop in Paris on the way over. Well, that's a forced happening. We have to force that to make it happen. And it's not that easy if you're on Qatar Airlines, which, by the way, gives you a really good price point. So it's not easy. And if you're changing planes in Doha anyway, why not stop over? So the purpose of this podcast is to showcase what Qatar has to offer for somebody who's got 24 hours or 3 days. Make Qatar a stopover on your way to another destination that you had planned on going to anyway. So it's over to you.
Thanks. Thank you so much, Teresa. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Visit Qatar. It is a country where their people are rooted to their heritage, but they keep an eye open to the future of growing role of Qatar in education, economic, and culture.
Sunny.
So what about Qatar? Where is Qatar? Qatar is in the Middle East. It is surrounded by the warm water Arabian Gulf, connected globally via Hamad International Airport, also known as Doha. Size is pretty small for a country. It's only around 4,500 miles square. Population approximately 3 million people, multilingual, vibrant expat community. And official language is Arabic. However, because of their vibrant community, English is widely spoken. Qatar is one of the wealthiest countries globally. The climate is dry, subtropical desert climate, and Qatar is surrounded by the water of Arabian Gulf, and that makes Qatar not very hot like other countries in the desert, even in the summer. Warm, but not super, super hot. And time zone, Qatar is GMT plus 3, or if you're in the West Coast, it's your time, PST plus 10. Or if you're in the East Coast, is EST plus 7. Okay, Qatar numbers. Qatar is ranked as one of the safest countries in the world for 5 years in a row by Numbeo Safety Index. We get questions like, is it safe to travel to Qatar? What about women traveling? What about female solo traveler? Yes, Qatar is one of the safest countries, and you want to feel safe when you travel to different countries. And we also get questions like, what do we wear? What should we wear? Is there a dress code in Qatar? Well, I would say if you go to other countries, you always want to respect their custom, not only Qatar, but you want to respect their custom. And for Qatar, the suggestion of dress code is for women, cover your shoulder, and for men, cover your knees. That's it. So it's not that hard. And visa free for 102 countries. For America, you can have a visa on arrival for $27. Super easy. 100 plus nationalities living in Qatar joyfully and peacefully. And Qatar has over 320 days of sunshine. Makes Qatar is one of the best destinations whenever you visit Qatar all year long. How to get to Qatar? Well, we have a national air carrier, Qatar Airways, which is one of the leading uh, airlines in the world. So you want to go with Qatar. It will land at Hamad International Airport, also known as Doha, on the eastern coast of Qatar. Qatar Airways have 13 gateways in the North America. In the US, they have 11 and 2 in Canada. In the US, they fly from LA, Seattle, San Francisco, and then New York, Boston, Chicago, Houston, Dallas, Atlanta, DC. Yeah, 11 gateways from the US. You can also come by sea with a cruise. By land, the only country that bordered by land with Qatar is Saudi Arabia. How to get around? Well, they have metro, they have city tram, they have taxis. Uber in Qatar is cheap and very fast. So it's recommended. If you want to drive, you can drive as well. You can rent a car, and if you have a valid driving license of US or Canada, you can drive in Qatar with a limit amount of time, like 7 days. But after 7 days, you will need to apply for a temporary driving permit. However, Qatar is a small country packed with destination. 7 days in Qatar. I think you probably explore all the big spots of Qatar anyway. Things to do in Qatar. Yes, so they have a lot of attractions. Again, Qatar is a small country packed with experiences. Adventures, we have sea, desert, sky adventures in the sea. So this picture is a beautiful picture of whale sharks. So Qatar is, if you go to the north coast of Qatar, and a little bit to the east, you'll get to where it is the largest whale shark congregation in the world. If you come at the right time, they usually gather around April to September. So if you come to Qatar around that time, some time to go to the north coast, and if nature permits, you'll see whale sharks because it is the largest congregation in the world. And then Qatar is surrounded by the warm water of Arabian Gulf, water adventure, water sports. It's also great in Qatar. It is actually one of the top destinations for water sports like paddling, surf, kite surfing, sailing, and then land adventure. We have beautiful deserts in Qatar. This picture is a photo of inland sea. It is where the ocean meets the sand. This is a special scenery. Not every country in the Middle East have this view where the ocean meets the sand. And which part of Qatar that I would recommend for you to see? Inland sea is the southern part of Qatar. And in this part of area, it's not just about the scenery. You can do camel ride, you can do dune bashing, paragliding, and there are resorts, like 5-star resorts as well in that area. And Qatar has this Arabian oryx. It is the national animal of Qatar, and the reservation is around that area as well. And paragliding, parasailing, sky adventures, skydiving, hot air balloon. If you like adventures, there are a lot of options to do here. So Qatar is packed with great mix of experiences, adventures, cultures, nature, family activities. It depends on what your interest is or are. This is art and culture, National Museum of Qatar. It is a Pritzker prize-winning architect, Jen Noble, built this museum that looks like a desert rose. It used to be a palace of one of the ruler of Qatar at that time. And you imagine to live in there. It's be hard to clean the house of the shape away. Yeah, it's a beautiful museum, and then Qatar also has Museum Islamic of Art. It is one of the leading Islamic museum in the world. It is world recognized. And then Meshrab Museum. These three museums are located in Doha. It has the history of heritage houses in the heart of Meshrab downtown Doha. Local shopping, the local souk is a must go. If you go to Doha, they have this called Souk Waqif. It is a traditional market. It's a mud up building, very authentic. And if you go in there, you feel like you're transported to the past because it's so authentic. This is the market where the locals go to buy food, spices, tea, clothing, dates, coffee, and all that. And if you go there, you see Qataris making purchases, and sometimes they haggle with the local merchant in a friendly environment, of course. So it's quite fascinating to see. And then the Zouk Waqif has the background of the city of Doha. So it's quite a view to see something that's so authentic with a background that's so modern. So that's Qatar. Qatar is the fusion of modernity and authentic culture of Arabian. And then shopping malls, luxury shopping. Qatar is also one of the biggest shopping destination as well. Dining in Qatar, fine dining, local cuisine, international cuisines, all blend. They have over 3,000 restaurants in Qatar. Due to its vibrant communities, you can find not any kind, but a lot of kinds of food from different parts of the world. You can try the local cuisines, you can try the non-local cuisine like French, Italian, Japanese, Indian. Yeah, it's a lot of options. And traditions, pearl diving and jewelry, Qatar back then before like maybe in the 30s, they use pearl as trading as one of their main income. And then al sadu weaving, this is their traditional weaving. If you go to Qatar and you want to experience the culture of al sadu, there's this class that you can join, and you can weave your own al sadu clothing. Arabic coffee and dates. Arabic coffee is known as qahwa. It's cherished tradition, typically served with dates to provide the sweet contrast with coffee. It symbolizes hospitality, cultural warmth in Qatari gatherings. Now the tradition, the dhow boats, it is also used from a long time ago. It is used for transport. It is used for trading and also for fishing. Now, if you want to try dhow boats, they usually do the sunset sailing, which is very nice. So you sail around Arabian Gulf with the sunset view. Super, super nice. Falconry is, you can see this in the southern part of Qatar. And bukhar is also one of their traditions. It is an incense to give good fragrance to your clothes or your house or your rooms. And hotel and attractions. This is Waldorf Astoria. This is located in Doha. It has a private beach, it has water parks, and it's very friendly for children and teenagers. So it's a family-friendly hotel. And Zulal Wellness, this is located at the northern part of Qatar. It uniquely blends, it's actually the first in the world that uniquely blends the wisdom, the holistic wisdom of Arabic traditional medicine with modern health therapies. And we have the outpost Al Barari. It's located in the southern part of Qatar. They offer tents, luxury tents for you to stay. And since you're in the southern part of Qatar, it's in the desert, activities you can do, again, camel riding, dune bashing. It's a perfect spot if you want to experience the southern part of Qatar. Now they have water park here and Hilton Salwa. This is also on the southern part of Qatar.
A land of nurture and nature. Of art and architecture. Of traditional crafts and contemporary craftsmanship. A country of elegant serenity. Where the wisdom of the past informs the most contemporary of visions. A place most exceedingly rare. Qatar.
Qatar is a great stopover destination because it offers mix of experiences. It's versatile destinations. I would say you can have great times if you have 24 hours in Qatar, but the sweet spot is 2 to 3 nights. So you can explore more about Qatar. And if you want to make Qatar as a standalone destination, we recommend within 3 to 7 days. Of course, we have an app. It's a Visit Qatar app that you can use to help you to navigate from one place to the other in Qatar. It's very helpful. And we have events. Qatar is the main or the leading event venue in the Middle East. They held FIFA Soccer World Cup in 2022, and they hold Formula One and Grand Prix annually every year. So Grand Prix is usually in April, while Formula One is usually in November. They also hold Olympic Games or world level sport games. And yeah, they do concerts from the classical to the pop. I just learned that Ed Sheeran is performing by the end of this month, and Michael Bublé is performing next month. Yeah, a lot of things to see and to do in Qatar. You can visit Qatar calendar to see what's coming. So you can visit or enjoy one of them or more. Yeah. So that's about Visit Qatar. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. Let Teresa know if you have any question.
That was fabulous. Thank you so much for the
Yeah.
presentation. Qatar has so much diversity and so much to do, and I don't think people really understand that, because when they're trying to cram in a European city going to Asia or Africa, it's not easy. They're going to have, if they're flying Qatar Airlines, they have to go through Doha anyway and backtrack to Europe. And we're forcing it to happen, and it's costing so much money. Why not utilize Qatar and do everything Qatar has to offer? So I hope everyone out there was inspired by this podcast. And if you are and you want help planning your vacation, please reach out to me. I'm Teresa from Honeymoon Islands, and I'll leave my contact information below. Until next time, if you can dream it, we will create it. Bye.
Bye.